Yo, what's up, party people? It's me, your girl, Kristen. It's such a pleasure to be here live streaming for you right now. I'm live on TikTok. I'm live on Facebook. I'm live on Twitter. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on Twitch. I don't give a crap what your favorite... Actually, I care what your favorite platform is. You should tell me what your favorite platform is. But I don't care what you watch me on. You pick your favorite platform. I'm gonna be there for you to fill you with all the positivity and kindness and appreciation and forever and ever and ever. Amen. Okay? Thank you so much for the $1 tip. I didn't even know I had that turned on my YouTube. I fucking appreciate you. Thank you guys for liking the stream, for sharing it, and for supporting me. Welcome. I'm live around the world. Welcome. I've been live on TikTok for a while already, which has been really fun because I did a get ready with stream with me. I feel so like mobile when I'm streaming on TikTok, and I think that I've done this in the past where I screen cap my TikTok stream on my Twitch and restream it, or on my OBS, and then I can like include you guys in my get ready, and then we sit down and do a stream. So hi Godin, hi Hydrus, hi Ron, hi Zoxler, hi Delta, hi Ziz. She's live on everything but your mom. Yeah, but your mom watches me, so. Your mom's a kitty fan. Am I trying to look like a goddess? No, I wasn't. Honest to God, I wasn't trying to look like a goddess today, but then Jasana in my TikTok was like, Kitty, as much as I appreciate your teddy bear romper that you're wearing right now, you can do better. And so I took TikTok into my, what's it called? I took TikTok with me into my bedroom and into the closet, and they helped me pick out an outfit, and I'll show you guys. This is the one they chose. So like, you know, 2020 hindsight, do I appreciate, you know, Jasana for upgrading me? Yes. 2020 hindsight. Met you in CSGO, asked for a shout out, but you shouted out my mom. That sounds like something I would do. Sorry. Okay. And I can moonwalk in it too. You ready? I feel like I should do like you gotta do like wide leg like dancing moves and then did anyone get this TikTok where it's like the only workout you need to do to stay young? And it's like wait. Have you guys seen this? Wait. Lift. But I feel like this outfit is like perfect to do this workout. That's hilarious. But like, do you still play CSGO? Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you guys seen that? Have you guys seen that TikTok, or am I the only one? And then also, okay, if you guys want to try another workout with me, this one, where you go, you do spread legs, okay, so spread legs, and then you bend down, do 90 degree, and then you raise your heels. This is the whole workout, and they say if you do this like 30 times a day, it's like a full body workout, and honestly, you'll feel your back, core, ankles, calves, knees, butt, legs like starting to work. It's pretty cool. I'm getting sweaty. Yeah, can you work out straight? Yeah. Okay, I'm getting sweaty. Does anyone else sweat like really easily? I am one of those people that like I look around at all the other women in my Pilates classes and they're not sweating at all, and I'm just like, shh. I can pretend I know that TikTok to make you feel better. Kevin said he saw it, so it's okay as long as one person saw it. How do I donate on YouTube? I think you can super chat. That looks hard. Try it. Good luck. Get up and do it, bro. I'm not going anywhere. Try it. That's what I try and do whenever I see like videos on TikTok about like working out and things like that, I try and do it right away, and I think it's really good for us when we do that. Hi Toxic, hi Lunchy, hi Mustafa. Guys, I'm so glad so many of you guys made it in here, and I didn't even post to going live. Like, fuck yeah. Everyone in chat right now gets a high five, a super high five for everybody. Oh yeah. Because yeah, I was streaming on TikTok, so I couldn't do a go live tweet or anything, but you all found me. Thank you. Best platform to donate. I'm breaking my legs trying to do that workout. I don't stretch at all. Well, maybe that's a good time to stretch. Whitlock, you can be super fucking lazy with your stretches too. Oh, hi Justin, so cool. Okay, look at this is one of my favorite ones. You put your leg up like this, and I like to do this when I'm streaming. Leg on your ankle on your knee, and this alone might be a stretch for you, but if you want, you can push your knee down and lean forward. And so like while you're at your desk, I try and do these, and it's a good hip releaser. So this is like lazy girl stretching. Kidding. I feel like I need to make this. Thank you, Bob. I feel like I need to make this a series, because there's lots of ways that you can like do things to support your body and be healthy without like having to do a lot. I like minimal effort for maximum gains. Hi Iron, hello to the woman with the most brightest and contagious smile that's brighter than the morning sun, and eyes that sparkle and shine like moon and stars. It definitely made me smile. Iron, you're very lyrical. I appreciate it. Yeah, Whitlock, you're just a lazy girl stretching, you know? Rami, you like my fancy content? Thank you. I took some pictures today, and I'm gonna post a bunch of the ones I took in my new leggings yesterday. They look really good. I love making that content. It's so fun, and it just like brings out this side of myself that I feel like I was just like pushing down. She was like, hey, I want to be sexy and fun, and I'm like, no, get down. I have to do this the hard way. And like letting her out, wow, it's like changing my whole life. It's a real thing. So good, Timothy. Welcome to stream. How are you? Hi, Paco. Hi, Jose. Oh my God, guys, I've been working on my Spanish. I'm pretty far in Duolingo. I think I'm on what's it called? 13, and unit 13. And not to brag, but wait, hang on. This is Arabic. How do I get back to what? This is Spanish. Why was it saying I'm such a potato? Hang on. Wait. Is this my other account? I thought I was in unit 12. Why is it saying I'm in unit potato? Is it different? Hang on. I don't think it's updating all my shit. Okay, anyways, I've been working on it and I'm getting pretty good. Over Mars, I'll check that after stream. I don't like checking DMs during stream, because I'm in the flow, you know? I'm in the flow. I think Fansly is the platform for me. Unfortunately, OnlyFans just carries so much of a stigma associated with it. So because I'm not doing like nude content, I don't want people to think I'm doing nude content. Although Fansly, I could do nude content if I wanted to, but I just don't think Fansly has the same association as OnlyFans does for people. Like your basic individual doesn't think of nudes when they think of Fansly. A lot of people don't even know what Fansly is. But like, and I can't tag my Fansly in a lot of link apps because there's NSFW content on the site too, even though my content is not. So it's kind of interesting. So that's why I really like having my fan house, where it's like you can have the app on the store. You can like directly DM me on there. I get the notifications on my phone. I love interacting with people and creating that content. And then my Fansly is kind of just there for my fan house people that want to buy all my sets without watermarks. It's the same thing as OnlyFans, yeah, Timothy, but it's like more geared for gamers, I think, and integrated with other stuff. I don't have any nude content. But if you want to see some, in my opinion, better than nude content, you can subscribe to my fan house or Fansly. I'm just like, I just think that, what's it called? I just think when it comes to creating content, you just gotta create the content that you enjoy creating. And for me, I fucking love creating like non-nude content. I think like I love my naked body, but I just like think that it's sexier when you have like outfits and things like that. So yeah, I like it. Unknown, thank you for the cheer. I appreciate that. Damn, I made $1 on YouTube and on Twitch today. This is pretty lit. This is pretty lit, streaming on multiple platforms. I think I made $1 on my TikTok stream too. I don't know if is my Facebook? I don't think it's monetized. And Twitter, I don't think it's monetized. I thought you only had one arm. Was I perfectly aligned with my mic? Ampu kitty. I followed your social media, turn on notifications while you're offline too. You're so sweet, Timothy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the bits, Unknown. I appreciate you. I'm getting birthday cupcake bits. I think it's like exactly 6 months since my birthday, so thank you. It's my half birthday. I do just like the fact that Fansly doesn't have an actual app to use for notifications. I know, I totally agree with that, Zraxia. Like, my Fansly, actually, I feel upset because like I want to be able to have more and better interaction with my community. Here, if you guys want to go to my Fansly, it's free to follow. I do try and make some free content. What's it called? I'm so good, Timmy. Thanks for asking. Hi, Higgs. Like, I got 5 viewers on my Fansly stream right now, but I have 13 unread messages right now from this morning. So it's like I'm fucking up. That link doesn't work. Oh, this worked for me. Does it not work on Twitch? Oh, interesting. Is it because of the posts, maybe? Fancies where you started, OnlyFans didn't like your ID. Oh, interesting. Like just their authentication thing? That's really interesting. Interesting. This profile or page does not exist. Huh? Nani? Nani desu ka? Hi, Jamie. How are you? Okay, I'm done my one. Guys, did everyone do their lazy girl stretch? We can switch sides now. I did that one for a little bit too long. But I don't want it to be a you thing, Amora. I want you and I to connect everywhere we possibly can. Can we do an 18+ stream? I mean, honestly, all my streams have turned into 18+ streams because I talk about all the topics. There's nothing really off limits on my channel anymore. We don't save that for the Saturday. Although we are going to do an, wait, hang on. Oh my God, it is Saturday. Okay, yeah, sure. Let me tell you guys about the things that you want to know. I can help you. Do you want to have a juicier vagina? Do you want to have better communication with your partner? Do you want to attract a partner? What do you guys want to talk about? Let's go. I got you. You can ask me off-topic questions anytime. I'm yours. Thank you, Vora. My TikTok picked it out for me today. My TikTok picked it out. Yeah. You have those? Oh, great. Are they on Instagram? I'm not live on Instagram right now. Where am I from? Canada. I was born in Toronto, and then I moved to Salt Lake City for a year, and then I grew up a little bit in Saskatoon, and then I grew up in Kelowna. A juicier vagina? About the boys. Don't the boys want to know how to have a juicier vagina? Hello? Am I the only one? Corn has you're lacking the juice. Okay. I'm a full-time streamer. I live in Canada. I want to live in the States for like 2 years. Is that even possible? Yes, 100%. Avora, look into the O1 visa. That's what I have, and that's what I just renewed. I got mine for 3 years. You can get yours for 2 or 3. But what you need is a brand or gaming company to give you, you need 3 deal memos. So when I first got mine, I had mine with Genji, who was hiring me as an executive of new gaming initiatives. My second one I had with Playtime as Kitty Plays, which was my talk show. And then my third one I had was with DreamHack to attend their events in America for the year. And so what it has to do is it has to show term. So like 1 year, 2 year, 3 year months, it has to show the amount, and then the amount you're gonna get paid, and then the things that you're gonna do. 3 American brands, yeah. And it doesn't just need to be brands, it can be a company. And then related to your field, so like my stuff is like video game content creator and media personality. Hi Timothy, you found me on Fansly too, that's fun. Which experience do you like better, Fansly or YouTube? Fansly you can tip and sub right in the app, which is kind of cool. Wait, you can do that on YouTube too. My audience is well versed in the color linguical. Hi Project, welcome back. You want a juicy cat? You're in the right place. What do I think about 3-way relationships? I think some people have the social maturity to be able to pull them off. I've seen some successful versions of a 3-way relationship. However, more often than not, it doesn't work. Like I've had a lot of friends who have agreed to have like 3-person relationships with their male partner, and they add another girl to the relationship. And then once the guy has a taste of the freedom of having one extra girl, he typically wants more. And then you kind of lose the sanctity of your monogamous relationship. So I've heard it both ways. Yeah, I agree, Timothy. I agree. I like both. You know what? Why not? That's why I'm on everything. You guys can pick your poison. So yeah, in terms of three-person relationships, I think it works for some people. As someone that's like I get very ADHD about my relationships, I think that my personality type would suit being like a unicorn, which is like the third person in a relationship, because I like men and I like women. And I like non-commitment. So I could just be like, hi, I'm here to enjoy you, and then I'm going to leave. No, I've never been in a 3-person relationship. I've been the third person in a relationship for one time in a threesome, but that was nothing after that. If that which was sanctimonious is but the flesh, was a sanctus sanctital. Good point. Good point. Monogamy has always felt weird to you. Like, why can't I have my happy by dream and have both at once? Yeah, I think that's totally possible, Zraxia. And I think that there's more people that are opening up to that. But you have to understand there's so many people that are like having to do so much deprogramming or reprogramming and deconditioning into like learning more about how like love is love. And we don't necessarily need to all be in these like nuclear families and things like that. So yeah. Do I know any celebrities from India? Not by name. I mean, so I know some gurus. Osho. Deepak Chopra. Wait, what's the other woman who's Chopra? Who married the Jonas brother? I think she's a celebrity. Hi, Brotman. How was a threesome? I think it might be a different... it was really nice. Yeah, it was really nice. I loved it. I really, really, really loved it. Yeah, but like it's so different from being like the third person versus the one that's navigating with your partner. Like if it's you and your partner and you've got your relationship and your dynamic, and you're bringing someone in, like the chance of that altering your dynamic is high, and so you just have to be aware of the potential. What's it called? Softly Fox. Oh my god, what a pretty username. Welcome. Thank you for using your Prime sub on me this month. I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh wow, I got 2 of your Prime subs. I think that was a glitch, but thank you so much. What a cute name. Softly Fox. I'm gonna pet you. Oh, Jay, it's so sweet, right? It's so sweet. Brennan, actually 30 viewers is a lot on my YouTube. When I first started streaming on YouTube, I would get 10 and now I get 30. So I'm really proud of that. I'm glad you made it. How are you? Yeah, I've always enjoyed being different. Are you also an Aquarius, Rexia? Do you also have Aquarius in your chart? Because I'm fucking addicted to being different. It's like anything that's norm in all aspects of my life, I'm like, no, I'm not interested. You want me to do a normal job? No, I will make it much harder for myself and do the thing that nobody else is doing instead. You're on my TikTok, but it crashed too much. Oh, interesting. Hi, Jose. I'm glad you made it here. I'm glad you made it. We are safe here on Twitch. We are safe here. Is this an Indian look? I mean, the bindi is definitely inspired from Hindu culture. Okay, oops. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Thank you for the hand heart, mind shift. Oh, I just spilled much on my mouse pad. I got a new mouse pad. I have a mouse pad. I have a new mouse pad that has a light all the way around the mouse pad, and I really like it. I've got it set to purple right now. I was thinking that I would change up my whole setup color. Right now it's all purple and pink, but like, what color should I do instead? Because all my LEDs are turned purple and pink, and my background is purple pink. So like, do I go red? Do I go blue? Do I glow? Just think about it. We're so good, Hack. Welcome to the stream. Love your RGB. I know, I just feel like I can express myself in different ways now. I'm like, I think I'm ready for something new. Yeah, okay, well, we can do it. 18 plus advice stream. There you go. Updated. Let's do it. Ask away. Blue with the red is stereoscopic. Stereoscopic. Relating to or denoting? Oh, this is like the 3D glasses. That's so cool. Right? Yeah, enhanced illusion of depth. Yeah, Priyat Chopra. That's it, Derek. Thank you. You're Pisces with Virgo moon and ascendant Libra. Oh. Okay, Pisces, Virgo moon, and ascendant Libra. Interesting. My sister and my brother are a Virgo and a Libra. Saraxia, have you done your human design? You might be into that. I really like human design. Can we talk about boobs, butts, and penises now? Sure. So, I should do the little intro. Guys, welcome! Welcome, 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 welcome. You are officially at a Kitty Plays 18 plus advice stream. When I am doing these streams, I have a couple requests, and I want you guys to know why I do these things. Okay? Kitty, why are you so open with us? Even if inside sometimes you're cringing at yourself. Because I want this stream, and I want to be a living example that we have a lot to let go of, okay? We have so much guilt, we have so much shame, and we have so much attachment around sexuality, around our bodies, around nudity, etc, etc, etc. So I wanted to create a place on my Twitch stream once a week on Saturday where we can discuss topics that are related to things that are kind of off limits and taboo, so that we can make it, oh, it is loud, you're right, so that we can make it less taboo, okay, together. So hopefully by watching this stream, you'll understand that like none of these things are as big of deal as we make them out to be, and so that we can free ourselves. And through freeing ourselves, okay, we're doing a service to ourselves and others from being able to talk about these topics with others and provide a safe place to be open and to share with others. And also, it's like the most human fucking thing in the world is sex and procreation. None of us would be here without sex. So the fact that we're still exiting a society that has demonized it and made it uncomfortable to talk about and off limits is just mind-blowing to me. So I want to change that one viewer at a time. So if one person comes in here and is like, wow, Kitty, I've never been given a safe place to discuss these things, thank you so much. Like, you're really allowing me to feel more comfortable about myself and my body. That is the goal. Okay? I look like a firebender. Yes. That's what my goal was. Hell yeah. All right. So that's why I started the 18+ stream. It's not just for us to get horny, although if that's a byproduct of you watching this content, that's okay too. We don't shame horniness or arousal either here. Okay, thank you. Look, I got a little fire nail. Got two of them. Firebender. Thank you for the sunglasses, my shit. Just human things. Yeah, just human things. How should you approach your crush? Have you talked to your crush at all, Mustafa? I'm classed as plus size. I love being naked, even though people say I'm too fat to enjoy being naked. Who the fuck says that? Hi, Miss. Welcome back. Hi, Chase. I'm great. Welcome to the stream. Zeraxia, yo, like, your gift to the world, and this is one of the things that I'm realizing too. Our gifts to the world is absolutely existing at our fullest expression as often as possible, because sometimes it's harder than others, because it is a gift to others, because it triggers people. And I think so much of our society is avoiding getting triggered, and it's actually really important that we do, because then we can reevaluate our beliefs and our limitations as people. And so if people tell you that you're too fat to be naked, okay, that has absolutely nothing to do with you. And that's a narrative that they're telling themselves and that they're limiting themselves by. And so when you hear that, you say, it is so interesting that you are letting size dictate your enjoyment and expression in this life. But for me, I will never be limited by my body. I will never be, I will never stop being myself and being free and being open because of X, Y, and Z. Like, I know pleasure is my birthright. I know my nude body is like a gift from God and is so sexy and so amazing. And so, like, when you own this, it's so powerful. And what you're doing is not only now walking in your power, but you're also showing your mom, and she might be triggered by this, but she's going to be given now the opportunity to elevate herself as well, and the permission, hopefully, to free herself a little bit more. And so, like, anything anyone ever says is just a projection of something they're experiencing. You can't go back and reparent your mom and have her have different beliefs on these things. So you need to, you can just change the way that you feel about it, and just like see when she speaks like that, like the wounded child inside of her that's like, was like, her mom was even worse to her, you know, and like how limited she's been and how limited she, like, you can break that like generational trauma by living boldly and beautifully. And the cool thing is like, when you do step out and live boldly and confidently and you heal that narrative in yourself, it heals your lineage. I've had so many moments where I've done things in my life and healed things in my life that's caused my sister and my mother to change just by me changing and living, not even saying anything, just by them watching what I'm doing and then having that shift for themselves as well. So hi Lol, how are you? She's bigger than me and she's trying to project her insecurities on me. Yeah, good. So you already see it. So like Xeraxia, now it's just like such a gift for you to just fucking continue to walk your walk and talk your talk and be like the most bright, beautiful, expressive version of yourself. Like that, not only are you gifting yourself life, but you are gifting your mom life in the process. And that's such a beautiful thing. So proud of you, proud of you. Get naked, get naked. Woohoo! A lot of health issues can be fixed by losing weight. Okay. Do I have a Reddit page? No, I don't. How to get out of the friend zone with an online crush or friend. Friend zone, friend zone, friend zone. I think one of the only things that I've really seen for people that have worked for getting out of the friend zone is that like you go out, like you kind of become unavailable to them in a sense that like you work on yourself and you're living your like your dream life and you're pursuing other people, you're talking to other people, you're interested in other people. Like it's not necessarily like if you've been friend zoned, you need to show the person that's friend zoned you what it would be like if you went and found a partner. And I find that for some people, that's like the trigger that they need to realize that they're like, wow, I'm getting all of this emotional support from this person and like not really realizing how much of a positive impact it has on my life. And like sometimes just having that little bit of distance from you and seeing you thriving and like owning it is enough for them to like really start to see you properly. And so that's what I've seen work in the past for my friends who've been friend zoned. And then the nice thing about that is, hi Verity, is in the process of doing those things, you are more likely to align with people that are at your frequency, that are going to be interested in you as you and aren't going to friend zone you too, right? And like I just want to share this message, like friend zoning is not necessarily something to do with you. So like a lot of people overthink when someone is not attracted to them, but there's so many factors of attraction that we don't really understand fully. Like one of them can be like literally the bacteria in your body are looking for another body that has the bacteria that complements it so that it can increase its microbiome. Okay. Another one is like pheromones. Okay. Like you're smelling their genetics and your body is telling you that they're a good genetic match to create babies together. And so like all of these things are happening that like if you are getting friend zoned, that could be at play. And so like don't take it personally all the time. Like sometimes it's important for us to reflect on ourselves and be like, you know, I am kind of a piece of shit. And if I was less of a piece of shit, they'd probably be interested in me. I accept that I'm a piece of shit, but I also am gonna make effort to create change and become someone that I'm proud of, okay? But like, it's also important to be like, if someone doesn't like me, they don't like me. Like so many people live in this limbo of like not asking their crush if they like them or not. My suggestion is always like radical honesty, being like, I think you're fucking cool. I would love to go on a, like take you on a date. If you're like a guy, I'd love to take you on a date on Friday at 5 p.m. or something comfortable. Like, is that something you'd be interested in? And if it's a yes, great. If it's a no, now you have so much more time to find someone that is a genetic fucking match or a bacterial match for you and like save time. But like, you have to just live bravely. I don't know. It's just so important. Hi Franny, welcome back. Verity, I'm so good. Thank you for asking. 88 months, hot diggity. Thank you so much for subbing to me for so long. I love you. What do you look for in a man? Oh wait, have I been in the friend zone before? I don't think I've ever been friend zoned. Let me think about that one. My memory of my past is kind of Like I don't focus on my past very much, and so I'm not like rewriting my past memories as often as I used to, and so my memory of it is not as good because I'm really trying to just like live in the now and not be defined by my past. What do I look for in a man for a long-term relationship and husband? Kind, open, curious, fun, affectionate, well, driven, open to change, that could be like ideas, beliefs, moving, like loves to travel, spontaneous, and has healed their scarcity complex and knows their attachment style, is aware of their attachment style, and is willing to work towards a secure attachment style. What camera am I using? This is the Sony Sony Alpha ZV-E10. Me and my hubby's frequencies must be really similar. We've been together for 17 years, married nearly 8, and have 6 children together. That's so cool. I love that. Is sex necessary to get rid of excess masturbation? I don't think so. I think if you're masturbating too much, I feel like it's a little bit of like an addiction to dopamine. And it's like with any addiction that if it's like negatively affecting your life, you just have to be disciplined to learn to like breathe that energy through your body and not be releasing it all the time. Like learn how to be someone that feels that excess energy and that pent up feeling and channeling it into other aspects of your life. It doesn't need to be sex. Is once a day bad? There's no such thing as good or bad. That's what I really try and like, a lot of people come in here and are asking me like, is this much sex good? Is this much sex bad? Is this much masturbation good? Is this much masturbation bad? Like there is no good or bad. Like, can it be problematic? Yes. If what you're doing is causing you to have your nervous system hijacked so that you're getting a release of all of these neurotransmitters and you no longer feel the drive to go out and chase that dream of yours, to build that business, to get that girlfriend, to do the things that are gonna like carry your life forward, then that is problematic. But like if that release is causing you to feel pleasure, that's great. If that also is giving you energy to go out and still do things and you're not letting it replace other aspects of life, I think that's totally great. And I think like masturbation in general, and I'm trying to switch the name to self-pleasure because masturbate is a church term that literally means to defile with one's hand, and we are not defiling. Pleasure is our birthright. Okay, we need to get really comfortable knowing that it's totally cool for us to be experiencing these things. I'm so happy that that can be your introduction to Twitch today, Fraction. I fab every day, I can't get a girlfriend. Well then maybe that's a good clue on what you should be paying attention to. I miss the sex thing. So do I, actually. I need to order one again. You're in a weird relationship. We used to be together 24/7. Now she's got a new job. It's exhausting for her. We meet like once a week and have sex once a month. Is that a healthy relationship or should I be worried? So again, like this healthy or not healthy is like definable by the people involved in it. So like, does that feel healthy to her? Having an open conversation with her about it, and then you being open with her about it, like you guys get to define what is healthy, and it's like, what do you want versus what do you not want? And so having those types of dialogues is going to be identify that like you desire more sex, she desires more sex. What can you guys do as a strategy to set time aside to prioritize that connection? And what can you do in your life so that your work isn't exhausting you as much and isn't burning you out as much, and oftentimes is giving to yourself in ways that are going to be building up that battery rather than working less, I've noticed. So instead of working less, just making sure that you're taking time to be with your inner child, to do self-care, to get out in nature. All these things are really important. But I don't think you should be worried, but I think that you should be able to have an open and honest communication with her about it. And that's important. Yeah, I think porn, I mean, we know now there's tons of studies on the effects of porn on our brains, and none of it is very good. So yeah, as a 30-year-old man, I can see that fapping depletes my dopamine and my motivation. Totally. My boyfriend has done like a few of the like 21-day no fap challenges, where they say it takes 21 days for men's like chi energy, which is like life force and like Chinese medicine, to replenish. And every single time he's done that, like, to me as a woman, he is like the most like sexual being I've ever encountered. Like, there's just something so sexy about like him having like the devotion to himself and his work and his life to be able to like withhold, and then like I become the priority, and like our dynamic just like totally changes, and that is great. And I see how much more energy he has, and like it's really interesting to see like his whole mind like shift for that period of time. So I love you so much, Judy. How are you? How's your weekend? It doesn't deplete, you just become resistant to the stimulation it provides. You need a stronger hit to get the same effects. I noticed this with food, where I like was eating out for like 2 weeks, like the most delicious food, like butter crab rolls and like lomo saltado and sushi and truffles and lobster and steak, like all these things, wagyu, that just like give you so much like stimulation for food wise, that I got to a point where I would like look at Postmates like in Miami, and which has like the most amazing food, and I'm like, nothing on there was like turning me on. I was like, oh, none of this looks good to me. And I was like, the wagyu doesn't look good, the truffle doesn't look good, the lobster doesn't look good, what is wrong with me? And then I was like, I guess the only thing left, like, this was a joke, this is a joke, by the way. I was like, the only thing left is human flesh, but that was a joke. That was a joke I told to my brother. It wasn't a good joke. Anyways, but what I realized and what I've been looking to more, and this is something that they do in a lot of Ayurveda, is like you have to switch your diet and your life to like bland. So bland is actually one of the tastes, or one of like the sections of food. And so that's like oatmeal and like gruel and like rice with no like sauces on it and like things like that. And so, and that also applies not just to food, that applies to everything. So like when we are consuming high energy content, porn, TikTok, Twitch in some cases, where we're just getting so much inundation of stimulus, that it's important for us to regulate that with some bland days where we're not on social media, we're not on the internet, we're not on our phones, we're not getting that constant like input of stimulation, in order for when we return. I'm not saying you need to quit, but to have a balance between the two, so that when you return, that you really enjoy it and appreciate it. So how to improve your communication to talking to girls? You literally just need to talk to them, Mustafa. That's the only way. And it doesn't have to be only hot girls. You don't have to just talk to hot girls, like, or girls you're attracted to. Talk to every girl you see, every waitress, every grocery clerk, every cafe barista, every like girls on the street. Like, just start talking to them, and like old, young, whatever, you're gonna learn that like women are like not, like, we're not as scary as you think. And you're gonna make some mistakes, and that's okay. And you got this. Yeah, Shizuka's right about that. Girls don't care. Are you talking about ejaculating early? Sorry, I missed that comment. Oh, a small pee-pee. Yeah, oh my gosh. A lot of women do not care. I know women that do care, and I know a lot of women that don't care. And it is so important, if you are not well endowed, even if you're averagely well endowed, and even if you're fucking well endowed, Learn how to use your hands. Learn where the clitoris is. Learn how to stimulate a G-spot. Learn good massage techniques. That goes a long way. Learn what to do with your mouth. What the fuck are you doing with your tongue? How are you kissing? Are you biting her neck? Are you kissing her ears? How are you touching her? Are you rubbing her boobs? Like, what are you doing with the rest of your body? And then like, how are you breathing? When you breathe in sync with someone, I highly suggest everyone that has a partner right now and is sexually active to just try breathing in sync with a partner. It is so sexy and so powerful. Is it weird your girlfriend doesn't swallow? I feel like there's always someone in here that comes and says that. No, it's not weird. It's her choice whether she wants to swallow or not. And to her, that might just feel too intimate and it's not something she wants to do. And we need to respect her and her choice. And how you're gonna get her to swallow is by saying, by supporting her and what she wants to do and what she's consenting to, by being supportive and loving and understanding and not pushing her on things, and instead, you know, doing things that are gonna make it better for her, like eating a lot of pineapple before she gives you a blowjob, and say, and then it's gonna taste a little better. Like, eat healthier. Some guys who are just fucking eating fast food all the time and garbage, their semen is so fucking rank, bro. If you don't have a good hygiene protocol and you're not taking good care of yourself and eating good, like, ugh, dude. And it happens to women too. Women can fucking smell rank. It's like, if you're drinking lots of water, most important, pineapple juice helps. Exercising, washing your genitals once a day. It's important. Sometimes when I talk to girls, I don't know what to say, and I realize you don't always have to say exactly, Nintendo. When people learn how to relax into silence, it's actually really beautiful. And being around people and being able to hold silence together is so intimate. There's more to what women enjoy than just sex. There's a lot of alternatives. I think foreplay is really big. Yeah, foreplay is really big. Please don't skip foreplay. Otherwise, you're gonna be have to penetrate her for like 20 minutes before her vagina is even in a state that's aroused. Okay, guys, please don't skip foreplay. I have not had sex for about 3 years. I've not been able to my partner in Philippines because of restrictions and not vaccinated. Oh my god, interesting. You can't go in yet? Damn. But you're going end of October? That's exciting. Wow. That sex is either going to be really good or really bad. But the next time it'll be great. You are what you eat. You freaking are. Is so important. Home cooked meals and water. He eats a lot of sweet stuff and it makes him taste sweet. That's so funny. I'm not attractive and I'm small. I haven't had a problem with getting a girl. I honestly don't even get it. But if you can do it, you can. Get somewhat fit, understand what women are attracted to, and you don't have to do much of a problem. It's so important that one of the sexiest things is someone that just takes care of themselves. And like that aspect can be transferred across so many different areas of being a human. But like if you are putting good food into your body, if you are getting regular exercise, like if you are devoted to yourself and your health and your success, but financially, physically, mentally, like men who are reading books about attachment styles and how to please women and how to be better communicators, like all of these things go such a long way. And I know so many women whose bars are so fucking low. They're like, I would just be happy if my partner was committed. And I'm like, what? What? Come on. So there's girls out there. If you're just able to be committed, bro. I personally prefer bigger men that give better hugs and more comfy to snuggle. Oh, I like that. I'm happy you're here too, Fraction. You really don't need to be a good looking guy. You just need to be confident about yourself, and women love that. Yeah, and it's like confidence is just like, this is why I really love spirituality and the idea that like we all have a core that is like untainted, untraumatized, whole, bright, loving peace. Like I kind of relate it to like a Christ consciousness energy within all of us. And so like you don't need to be confident fully confident about like your physicality. You don't need to be fully confident about the job you do. You don't need to be fully confident about other aspects of your stream. Like you can find that confidence within just because you are a beautiful creation of universal energy, and like walk in that love and walk in that light, and then you will like begin to learn to accept yourself as you are and as the beauty that you have and your uniqueness, and like that just like literally will like wave out into everything you do. And so like you don't need to be confident in yourself right away. Like you can just be confident in like the core of your being beautiful and bright, and like wanting love, wanting to receive love, wanting to give love. Like that's enough. Like be confident in that and walk in that, and then the rest follows. Your bio is spirituality, metaphysics, and love. I like that. You're in the right spot. You're in the right spot. Oh, I love synchronicities. This matcha is it right now. I'm going out dancing tonight later than I normally stay up. I'm going out at like 11:30. Woo! And I was up at 6. Does anyone have any other questions or conversations that they would like to discuss? I do have a crush on a YouTuber. I don't think she's interested. I comment on her Instagram and no reply back. It's very difficult, let me tell you. When you are in the position of viewer or fan to reach a place of peer with people on the internet. One of my best suggestions, if you have a crush on a content creator and you are at the same party, you don't, and this could be anyone, this can be a celebrity, this can be a top business person, you need to get introduced to them from someone that they already respect and trust. Otherwise, when you come up to people as a fan, it immediately creates this separation that is very hard to breach and heal. And so if you have someone, if you like someone on the internet, find a way to become friends with her friends or his friends, and become someone that they would be interested in the first place too. Have I had a boobgasm? Almost. Who are my friends? Oh, cool. I love the Azorexia. It's so cool. Yo, we're returning. We're returning to the Wicca. We're remembering. I've been able to be friends with girls I have feelings for. I've been taken and got zero practice for my feelings get in the way. I've either been taken and got zero practice. What does that part mean? Sorry, can you explain that a little bit more? Become someone that they would be interested in. I just think that there's so many people, and myself is included, that you have to have this balance of being like, I can get and do everything I want, but at the same time, I need to be realistic about myself. And so it's like, when we're creating like our sense of self, so there's like who you think you are, who you think others think you are, who you want others to think you are. And I think, what's this, another one? And who you want to become. Okay. And auditing and identifying these 4 aspects and then making big shifts in them will literally change your entire personality and therefore your entire reality. And so like, I really like to get really clear with myself on like, I think people see me like this, but in actuality, I'm not putting out what I think I'm putting out. Does that make sense? I'm not walking the talk. And so like, for us to be able to spend time to focus on and accept where we are, but then know where we want to be and be willing to take steps and change to become that person. Whether it's having better hygiene, having more confidence, being better at sports, being kinder, being more interesting, like whatever the top things that you're trying to change. You were a boyfriend and couldn't be friends with girls during the relationship. Oh, interesting. Oh, I see. I've rarely been able to be friends with girls I have feelings for, because I've either been with someone and got zero practice, or my feelings get in the way of our friendships. Yeah, I think it's really difficult for people, like, you can be friends with girls, but if you have feelings for a girl, it's very difficult to be friends with her. Yeah. To be loyal and committed, I preferred hanging out with my partner at the time versus hanging with a girl alone or in a group because her girlfriend was jealous. Yeah, I mean, I think that happens in a lot of relationships and to a lot of people, and that's totally like normalized. But that is like very, I think, quite a like juvenile perspective. And it's important that we're thinking forward and what's it called? Like, we're open with our love. But I think, especially when you're younger, having those relationships is more normal because less people have worked on themselves to a point of being secure with their person, having other friends that are women. But I do think, like, when hanging out with other women one-on-one and having female best friends is like, it is a little bit of like a gray area. Yeah, it's a little bit of a gray area. Like, the whole thing is like women. Grim, thank you so much for that resub. Did I call that out? Sorry, that was a while ago. The whole thing with that is the way that men work. Typically, they have crushes on most of their girlfriends. Okay, and for a lot of men, I'm not saying all men. And then there's some men that if that woman decided to say, I want to fuck you, then they would fuck her, even if they're in a relationship. And so as a girlfriend, you have to have full trust in your partner, but also in their girlfriends, to not flip a switch and decide that they want to fuck your boyfriend. And so it just is like, whereas I think there's girls who have guy friends, those guy friends, if the girl decided to say, I want to fuck you, would say yes. More than likely, most of the time. For a lot of people. And so it's like, as a guy, trusting your girl with guy friends, I think is a little bit of a different, because you just have to trust your girl. You don't have to trust both parties as much. But I think it is possible. Like, I have lots of guy friends. I have lots of girlfriends. Luke has lots of girlfriends. Luke has lots of guy friends. I don't have this anymore. I don't have this in my life with the guys that I'm friends with, Slack. But I know typically men and women who haven't done the work on themselves with security and things like that, they are still stuck with that. Have I been cheated on? Yes. By 3 different people. We had a long talk about that last stream. That's true. Yeah, mommy. If my hubby got an offer from sex from another woman, he would ask her if he could share her with me. Goals. Yeah, and that's like, in my relationship, like, I trust Luke fully. Like, and so I'm comfortable with him having girlfriends because I know that he's not gonna ask them to fuck him. But I also know that we have good enough communication that if he really wanted to sleep with someone, like, he would tell me first and we could have a conversation about it and look at it. And one of the things that I had a really good talk with my therapist about was, oftentimes when you have crushes on people and find yourself like totally enraptured by someone, it's not the person, It's the qualities that the person has that you desire, whether it's becoming those things for yourself or having those aspects in the relationship that you're already in. And so when you find someone, you're like, oh my God, they're so fun. They're so spontaneous. They're so free. I love that, like, they also share my love of journalism, and we can talk about that. It's so exciting to me. And so, like, what my therapist said, he had an experience like that. And then he noticed that he was falling in love with this woman. And so what he did is he went and he had an open conversation with his wife, and he said, like, I just want to let you know I'm falling in love with this woman, but I'm mature enough to understand that I'm not falling in love with her. I'm falling in love with these aspects of her. And I would love if we can take steps in our relationship to add these qualities, like discussing my screenwriting more, being more spontaneous together, having more fun, being more free, whatever the things are that you're noticing in that person, bringing that in and saying, this is actually something that, like, I'm desiring, that I know that you and I can cultivate. And so it's not a lack of commitment because you're having this crush. It's like that crush is actually just like a waypoint, you know, a guidepost into understanding what you desire more of in your relationships. And so I think that's really, really important to recognize, and then to not demonize when either person is feeling that way, because the more and more that we push down that sexual energy and that arousal and that desire and that like, that creates like sickness in our body and dis-ease, and ultimately isn't going to lead to very healthy things for the relationship or the individual themselves. So yeah, I enjoy being single. Most women's expectations are too high these days. Yeah, I mean, that goes both ways, Demi. But here also the thing is, however you're speaking about your world, your ego is making sure that your reality is reflected by that. So if you're telling yourself that most women's expectations are too high these days because of social media and modern feminism telling them to go for chads, then your ego is going to make sure that you are noticing all the women whose expectations are too high these days. Okay? And so understanding that you might have like a sentiment about life, okay, and just acknowledging that, like, oh, that's interesting, but like, how would it be like if in a perfect world, like, what if I aligned with someone whose expectations were high, but she saw me and I reached those expectations because I am an incredible partner and an incredible person, and she sees me and loves me for me. Hi Karen, welcome. Does that make sense? So like, just like, don't limit yourself by your descriptions of your reality, and pay attention to the stories that you're telling yourself. And you don't have to be like, I meet all people that love me. Like, you don't need to like call this into existence. You could be like, what if I started noticing people that were good matches for me, and I started attracting people or women that were great partners for me. Like, what if? Let's just start there. I wondered about being polyamorous to expand my heart a bit. It'd be crushing but freeing. I know, I think about that too, where it's like the pain of it would like break me open, but like, I think it's good to practice that. I don't know. What's my most memorable moment? I've had so many people ask me that now. It's really hard to identify one. Hi, Daniel. What if your partner doesn't want to incorporate that into your relationship? What then? Well, then you need to have an open and honest discussion that your desires and needs aren't being met in the relationship, and their desires and needs might not be met in the relationship. And just because the relationship doesn't work out forever doesn't mean it wasn't working out. Like, we need to stop getting attached to this association of like, I'll love you into infinity. It's like, you were here for me and I learned so fucking much through you, and I love you so much, and I'm understanding now that we've changed and we're not one of the lucky ones that have changed in the same path close enough to stay together forever, like certain people's parents and things like that, but we actually diverged, and that's okay. And we're gonna align with someone that's gonna be more on our level now, and not shaming that. But if you can't cultivate those aspects, then yeah, exactly what I just said. I think it's just like you have to be mature about it and like separate or have a discussion on that. Is this something that you need in a partnership? Is this like a make it or break it thing? Or is this something that you think that you can live without or cultivate later? Hi Sorte, how are you? I've been single all my life. I always believe that if someone got into a relationship with me, it's because of shallow reasons. I'd never want that relationship in the first place. Interesting. I feel like that's limiting, Tobin. I mean, I had this thing where it's like I had to like prove to myself that like the partners I was with were not just with me because I had like tits and ass and like knew how to fuck. It was like also because I was smart. It was also because I was fun. It was also because it was and so I would like push down those aspects of myself that were like shallow reasons in the relationship to try and prove that they wouldn't leave me because I wasn't having sex with them as often or wasn't looking as good, or like I wasn't taking care of myself as much. And so I would use that as like a way to like trust their love of me, and like that wasn't healthy. Like there's lots of reasons people get into relationships, and I think you want it to be a combination of shallow and not shallow reasons. Like you can get into relationships for whatever reason, whatever. We're the ones that like attach meaning to all that, and we got to be careful with that. Expecting men to pick up the convo when it's dying on his significant other is insanity. Can you explain that more, Spiny? Sorry. Thank you, Assad. What are my thoughts on swingers? I mean, I think people really love that and are into that, and I think it's interesting, and I think it works for a lot of people. I've never swung though. I think that might be something that like I do in like my 50s. We'll see. I have no idea. Hi Chelsea, thank you for the 5 months. How are you? Thank you. Hi Kitty, I'm 27. I've always had a hard time keeping girl besties. I believe wholeheartedly you should put the same energy you're receiving. Where do I even start with gaining friends who are on the same wavelength? I think it's just like I'm in that situation now too. Every few years I have to like I change my life up, and then I have to remake friendships. And I'm in that place now where I'm like, oh, like I have lots of friends around the world, but like, and I see them when I travel, but they're not here in Miami. And I'm like, how do I even start? And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go to a lot of the events that I'm interested in and start there. And so like, if you can find people that are at a sound healing or a hot yoga class or your Pilates or at the restaurant you like or the store you like or at the beach, and just like, my whole thing is like my energy is my filter. And so trusting that like the people that by just me living my life like fully, I'm attracting and bumping into and manifesting those people. Like it's so much about frequency. You're gonna find what you're putting out. And if what you're putting, if you're noticing that you're attracting people that aren't what you think you're putting out, you need to evaluate what you're putting out, because again, you might not be the perfect version on the outside as you think that you are on the inside. So stepping into that energy more will help you find those people. I'm dissociating as I reflect on my current crush and the suppression of my feelings as she's in a 5-year relationship and I'm her Twitch mod. Listen, like there's nothing wrong with having a crush on somebody and it not becoming a relationship. Like breathe into that energy, okay? Oh my God, like when I get crushes on people and things and animals and cars, I'm like, I take that energy and I'm like, holy fucking shit, that's a beautiful person. Oh my God, you are so special and so amazing, and I see you and I fucking love you. Wow, thank you, like for just being this like beautiful energy like that. What is that? Like that is life force. Like desire and excitement is life force. Like never ever shame yourself for having a crush on someone that's unavailable. It comes and it will pass, and while it's there, like celebrate it. Like you're fucking alive and you feel it. Like enjoy it. Enjoy it. Ah, hi Twix, welcome back. I'm back. I'm not in a hurry. I've never felt the need to be in relationships. Yeah, lots of people are like that, and there's no shame in that. Hi, Creek. How are you? Single forever. Women are too hard to get. Yo, bro, there's a limiting belief. What if women weren't hard to get? What if they were easy and fun? Hi, Ocean. It's a good look at life, love that take. It's always how I have looked at relationships myself. I don't think I'd ever put words to it like that. Thanks, Verity. My girlfriend is doing that anti-shallowness to me right now. Gremlin state? Is she doing Gremlin state, Nico? Gremlin state is so much fun. Don't you love Gremlin? Don't you love the Gremlin? Come on. No, there's such a thing though. Like, and then you realize through your Gremlin state that like when you are cutting off like your life force and your beauty and your sexuality, like you're literally cutting off like source energy. And like it's so important to like look and dress and like what you're putting on your body and how you're taking care of yourself, like literally is part of everything that you do. And it is so important to dress beautifully, to bathe beautifully, to do your hair, to do your makeup, to show up like as big and beautiful and as spacious as you possibly can. And so like having that realization after my like awesome gremlin phase was important. Welcome back, Saraxia. I'm scared if I keep traveling, moving, I'll never settle down and I'll never find my soul people. Oh my God, Avora, I know that feeling, but also keep traveling and moving and never settle down. You are going to continue to meet your soul people all around the world to the point that you will not be able to go somewhere without knowing that you have a soul person there. And isn't that beautiful? Like you are creating the leading edge of your life. Okay, do not need to look at what other people have done successfully or not successfully. You don't need to follow any book, any guide, any path. You just need to fucking keep going on what feels good and what feels right for you. And as long as you're not doing that through fear, because of fear, you're winning. Like redefine that. And so I get lonely too, and I think that's totally normal. And also just like learning to come to terms with loneliness, but then being like, what do I want to challenge? What can I change in my life so I'm not going to be as lonely? And maybe it is just talking to more people, making more eye contact, going on Bumble BFF, like making more of an effort as you're traveling to create more of those connections, calling people, inviting people to things, planning things. Like there's so much. Like what you want, you need to start putting out. And so like really identify the aspects of things that you want in the relationships that you're looking for in friendships and start putting that out and giving it out to other people. So it's important. What if she likes the food I don't like? That's okay. Frack, I'm glad I said something that was helpful for you. Hi Fakuse, hi Shays. Sorry, I'm catching up on comments. Hi Spandon, hi Jonathan, love you too, Ocean. How are you? How to deal with your girlfriend is apparently having a crush on someone and she's shy to mention it, but it doesn't bother me. I do it to another woman. I'm not made of wood. I just want to reassure her. That's so interesting, Thorad. I've done that. Yeah, I know, but then like how to do it without seeming like you're like baiting her into talking about it. I think just like I think that like she needs to come to term with it on her own. It's her responsibility to bring it up with you and talk about it with you. And like, well, I think you want to push her to tell you because you know that she can find some freedom and relief. Like she has to come to that place herself. And like I think you can open-endedly like maybe bring up that I was talking about how like it's so important to have desire and crushes and like in flirts too, and that's okay. And then to be able to identify when you do have desire and then how that aspect of desire is something that you want more of in your life. And so then now you can bring those aspects into the relationship that you're in now, and then like maybe being vulnerable to share like. And like one of the things that I've been noticing like when I look at other people's relationships is that they have like a once a week date night, or they practice tantra breathing together before they make love. Like, be vulnerable and sharing something that like you would love and are excited to try with her that you've noticed in other couples. You say couples, maybe not crush right away. That's how I would bring it up. Hi, Holy Kush, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Shays, I like your new name. That's great. Name's Bader. Masturbator. I always say I'm a masturbator in my Fortnite or my Valorant lobbies, and like nobody ever laughs at me. So, did you hear all that, Thorad, or was there an ad playing? Hi, Strict. Thank you for the gift. You're my top 2 viewer on TikTok. Thank you. Is what I'm doing right? She's actively going through a divorce, but has been broken up for a while, has 2 kids, has said she's not ready for a relationship. She likes you, agreed to get to know each other while I wait for her to be okay. I feel like it's not bad. I want to make sure. Well, Guinea, you have to define that for yourself. Always. I'm not going to be the one that's going to tell you that that's right or wrong. I think that like if it feels good to you and if you're comfortable easing into the relationship and like she's worth it to support and be open with and things like that, like if she's worth waiting for and you're willing to respect her boundaries, like I think that's a really positive thing. I think her having kids and going through a divorce is like kind of unrelated to this because she has to have her own boundaries, which it sounds like she does, and that sounds mature that she's being able to communicate that she's not ready for a relationship, but like is open with her attraction to you. So I think that's really mature. Hypothetical: you've been elected president of the United States. You sit down in the Oval Office for the first time. Your curiosity runs wild. Other than aliens, what are the first secrets you want answered? I don't know if the United States president would know a lot of the things that I want to know. Could I be like the head of the elite that run the world instead and then ask questions? Hi, Sorte, how are you? Oh, really? Too funny. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what you're responding to now. How often should I talk to her and hang out? I mean, that's a good question. I think that's a good question for her. Just saying, I want to respect your space as much as possible. And like, I'm gonna live my life, and if it works out between the 2 of us, that would be really exciting. But if it doesn't, it's okay too. I don't know. I would ask her, like, she seems to be the one that's like setting the pace on this, and so like just creating an open dialogue with her about that, I think would be really powerful. Hi, Anna baby, how are you? Head of the elite. Oh, I want to know if we've already solved for better energy, better creators of energy, and that we've with that, have we push down that information in order to be reliant on fossil fuels for longer, because there's so many people that are profiting from that. What else would I like to know? I would really just like to know about all the technologies that are kept secret from the general human population, because they would either shift life in such a way that it would change society to a degree that like we couldn't comprehend. That would cause a lot of chaos. I'm really interested in that, because I think there's a lot more. I think that we've solved a lot more problems than we realize, and we've created a lot more inventions than are let to be known, and so I'm really interested in knowing what those are. Do I believe in things like Reiki? Yes. I mean, why not? My whole attitude with this kind of stuff is like, I'm rationally irrational. So like, if believing in the thing is gonna make me enjoy my life more, and my relationships better, my view of the world more beautiful, and my impact stronger, then I'll believe them. And then if it doesn't, then I leave it. Does that make sense? Another thing that I really think is important is like pessimistic optimism, where the best example for this is like you assume that every single light you're gonna hit is red, and when you get a green light you celebrate it. And so it's not looking at like the red light is like a bad thing, it's just is the thing, and the green light is the good thing. And so that like that idea can be applied to so many things in life. I think it's kind of like the fundamental of like stoicism, but I want to add that like I don't want to just be like stoic, I want to be like a celebratory stoic. Like I want to get high and I want to get excited and I want to get like souped up on like life and reality. And I think that's really important to like just absolutely be in awe and joy. So feedback: 1, definitely yes. 2, shit's absolutely wild with where the Air Force is. 3, NA. Yeah, right, Dan? I know, like that's my whole thing, is like with my whole thing with the like everyone's seeing all like the UFOs, the unidentified flying objects. Like I don't think they're aliens. I think if aliens are visiting us, it's in the form of bacteria, viruses, and or interdimensionally. And like if the other energetic life force out there is already interacting in here. But the UFOs, like I definitely think whether or not it's the American military or some higher powers that be that have access to this type of technology. Bennett Kohler, thank you so much for subbing to my fan house. Yay, I'm excited to get to know you. Tell me what you're excited about in life right now. Give it to me, Marcus Aurelius. Yes, Mindship. How did the meditation before bed go? Managed it? Yeah, I did it last night. And it felt really good. I did a reparenting and reimagining the experience of the first time I was ever cheated on, and I called and found out about it, and it felt really good to like love that Kristen in that moment and then like re-guide her and reimagine it. So it was definitely a positive experience. People are resistant to being changed. Personally, it doesn't mean people aren't resistant to change. What is it? Like people aren't willing to change unless like the pinch of not changing is greater than the pinch of changing. Typically. But that's why I've been really like cultivating my discipline in my life and becoming someone that I'm really proud of and that I can rely on. That like if I want to do something, I can do it. If I want to change something, I can change it. If I can like step into a person that has that discipline in my life, like if I want to fast, I can fast. If I want to get in a cold plunge, I can get in a cold plunge. If I want to go and quit drinking, I can go and I can quit drinking. If I want to go and say something to someone, I can go and say something to someone. And it's like being able to trust yourself to be someone that can make the change that you want to make in order to rise more in life is so important. And then recently I've actually just changed my definition of or like my word of discipline, and I've shifted it into devotion. So like I am devoted to my health, I'm devoted to my relationships, I'm devoted to my alignment, I'm devoted to my love, I'm devoted to you guys, I'm devoted to, and I just think like the change of like devotion over discipline to me is just so much juicier and divine. So that was a big shift for me. He just described Lorem Ipsum. I see, she's true. I love being at the beach. I find it so relaxing and grounding. I'm the same. They talk a lot about like, because we're energetic beings, like large bodies of water, especially salt water, are really good for like realigning our energetic field within our body. So that's why people love rivers, lakes, oceans, etc. When were you last here, Veggie? I know a guy who works refueling stuff midair and can't say exactly what he's seen and is really good about keeping the deal. He's got super drunk once and said you literally wouldn't believe what we see sometimes. So cool. Yeah, I like firmly believe that there's floating things in the sky behind some of the clouds. Okay, it's like But I'm open to having my belief changed. But like, I feel like we already have that technology. And they like revealed it in that one, what was it? Black Widow? Is that her name? The Marvel movie? You miss BC for the oceanic air? Yeah. Oh my god. It's the best. Vancouver air? Oof. Thank you, Dream. I'm fantastic. Lavakin, how are you? Yeah, we got good vibes in here. We got good vibes in here. It's a little different than the Fortnite prom date, baby. I mean, Fortnite changed and then we had to change. Okay, I'm gonna end my what's it called? I'm ending my TikTok stream. Do you want to come watch me on something else? You've been so sweet. My ship's been talking to me in TikTok this whole time. I have to text someone back. I think I can just text them back. Hi. Hi. I don't know. I'm streaming. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Step off the plane in Vancouver? I know, it's almost good as stepping off the plane in Hawaii. Hawaii air though? Oh my god, it's the tits. It's the tits. Oh, so fun. Hi Pekka! How are you? How fun. I love streaming on all the different platforms. I get like such an interesting mix of conversation. Thank you guys. So this is an 18+ stream. If you have any questions or concerns or topics that you would like to expand and discuss, let me know. Hi Teaspoon. How are you? How are you? One second. Okay. I did dye my hair. It's darker. I need to dye it again already though. My braids are coming out and it's starting to fade. I'm gonna go darker again. I like the dark hair. Jerky's here. Where's Jerky? Why are you adding Jerky? I didn't even see him. Oh, he just subbed. Fuck. If Kitty was a mortal descended from Mount Olympus, this is what she would look like, to be honest. I like that. I like that. Thanks, Jerky. That's funny. What song is this? Oh, let me check. Sell My Heart. Let me share. Copy. Go paste it with you. I'm so good, Alien. How are you? Okay, wait. Tips for men that have issues with their partner as an adult entertainer. I feel like you need to talk to Luke about that. Not that I'm an adult entertainer, but it's a big stretch for him to to be comfortable with me taking and sharing the photos and the videos I do on my fan house and Fansly. So I feel like you have to talk to him about it. You know? Yeah. You definitely gotta talk to him about it. I mean, it's so interesting because I'm just a firm believer that you have to let your partner learn for themselves and be their freest self. If you try and instigate any form of no energy on them, it's just not healthy. I'll bring him on the stream and you can talk to him about it, Frag. Did you know geese fly in the V formation? It generates more lift. I didn't know it was lift. That's cool. And to give thanks. That's so cute. I literally, as you said that, I saw there was 3 geese flying in a V formation, like literally the same time I read that. This is a channel worth support? Gang! Oh my god, I'm not gonna say this right. Genbergen! Am I saying that right? Genbergen, thank you so much for using your prime sub on me and deeming me worthy! Arigato! Arigato! Thank you so much. How are you? Yes! Gotta catch 'em all! Prime subs! Heck yeah! Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Your pronunciation of my name is better than mine. Oh no. Sorry. I don't know why I'm apologizing. If they were having a problem with what you were doing before, yeah. I think there's a lot of people though that get off on being able to change people. Like it's like a power play thing. Male geese are called ganders. Interesting. Do I believe in twin flames? Like, so twin flames compared to like soulmates, twin flames is like people that you meet that are meant to like trigger all aspects of you in a good way, for like designed for your elevation and growth as a human being. So yes, but I think we have many. I don't think we have one. I don't think we have one soulmate. I don't think we have one twin flame. I think there's lots of people that like through the power of frequency, it will what's it called, will bring that out in you. Like it's law of attraction, right? Like whatever trauma bonds that you are working through, you're gonna attract someone that's gonna like trigger the fuck out of that. So perhaps Stig probably was. There was more twin flames because those bonds are so fierce. Yeah. I had an ex who definitely loved changing people to fit him. Yeah, totally, you saw. The amount of men that I've attracted in my life that sole purpose in gaining me is to break me into someone submissive. It's so hilarious. It's like crazy to me. It's like, oh, Kristen, I fell in love with you because you're so fun and free spirit and spontaneous and you know who you are. You don't take shit and you're just like living your best life. But like, I want you to marry me and not work anymore and not do this and not do that and da 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 da. And I'm like, wait, hang on. So you love me for these reasons, but you want me to change the things that you love me for. I'm just confused. Have I explored astrology? Yeah, I'm a bigger fan of human design though. Do you guys want to talk about human design a little bit today? Why men wanting to mold their partners is wrong and perceived as controlling. I mean the same, it's women and men. I think it's okay. I think it's okay and healthy for women and men to find partners and help them elevate into and rise into a new form. But it's when it's not expansive and it's like when they're contracting people and not expanding them, I think that's when we need to be careful. Does that make sense? Bye, Thorad. Bonjour. Wait, how do I say goodbye? Oh my god, I just forgot how to say goodbye in French. Au revoir. There you go. You have the definitive handbook for human design. What's your human design? The only person you should be focused on molding is yourself. Totally. And typically the only way you can mold other people is through example itself. So changing to submissive is dangerous, but being open to change in conjunction with your partner is important as long as the process is mutual and conversational. Exactly. Wow. Gan. I'm so fucking glad I was worthy of your prime sub. You fucking dropping some truth in here. Don't ever change unless it is change you want yourself to do. Totally. I went through a bit of a phase where I changed myself to make the other person more comfortable, and I got sick. And I was like, uh-oh, I can't do this. I have to be myself no matter what, relentlessly. And then I did, and then I got healthy again. Isn't that funny? Geese make constant improvements to their nests. Geese keep the same nest for many years and constantly make improvements. The feathers, twigs, barks, and leaves. Wow, nests can become quite large and spend a few hours a day making it. That's so cute. I like geese. I won't be called toxic for wanting my crushers and partners to eat healthier. Well, you should eat healthy. And then when you're eating healthy, they might want to be eating healthy because of you eating healthy. I just think you have to be careful, and like we really have to be careful with health culture too. Like you have no idea the amount of bullshit that you are being marketed in the name of health too. You gotta be careful with that one. I tried a magnetic butt plug tail today. The plug did not want to stay in. Should I get a bigger plug, use less lube, or just plain tighten my muscle? I don't suggest tightening your butt muscles more because you can get, what's it called? What's the name of it? Fuck, it's when you tighten your asshole so much that it splits the skin around it. Or it will constrict the, hemorrhoids is one. So there's a hemorrhoid and there's a fissure. Hemorrhoids or fissures. Don't worry about strengthening your asshole more. What I would suggest for butt plugs is you need one with like more of a ridge. Can I show butt plugs on stream? Like if it's like, this is like the plug and then it's like smooth. The smooth is more likely to pop out. You can get ones that like almost are like 90 degrees. They have less of a smooth. It's more of like a, so you pop that shit in and then it's not 90 degrees, but yeah, that'll help like stay in more. Yeah, more flared. More flared. Was I a Burning Man? I was. If you nag them about it and tell them what to do, it's toxic. Yes. You're just perpetuating your fucking parents at that point. And like that, we all know that like parents nagging, like we can all reflect. Did nagging do anything? Oh, thank you, Teaspoon. Like them? Thank you. What did nagging do? Made us resent them. So what are we not gonna do? Nag. The only thing that we are not, the thing that we are not supposed to do not give unsolicited advice to people ever. Ever. We have to wait for people to ask us before we impart advice. And if they never ask, we have to accept that and live by example. Become that person, walk the walk, talk the fucking talk, be that being, and your energy will move forward and shift and change people, not your fucking nagging. Everyone would just stop fucking nagging. Don't give advice to anyone that you wouldn't give yourself. Well, here's the thing. I've been making a list of all the advice I've been giving people. And then I realized that that's my advice. It was not for them, it was for me. Ah! You know what I mean? You guys know what I mean. This is my advice. It's not for them. Thank you for being a mirror for me to be able to hear my own advice. Whoever it is. Thank you. Not for them. Especially if they're not asking for it, it is my advice for me. I'm sorry your question got on your advice list. That's a pretty embarrassing. Okay, no, it's different when they ask. If it's consensual advice, then I mean, that's also my advice. Actually, high key blight son. I actually have had that happen to me. I've had that happen to me a lot, and I hate it when that happens. It's the worst feeling, because then you think that like you're gonna shit, and you're not. And it's just like, oh, it fell out, and you're like, uh-oh, I'm gonna shit, and then you don't, and it's just, you know, here we are. Okay, I don't have shame anymore, and I am so free, and it's so like life is so much more fun. So I don't get embarrassed anymore. So it is important to have a butt plug that doesn't slide out as much. High key. And should everyone try a butt plug? Yes. Everyone should try one. Hello. We all can receive pleasure in our buttholes. Unless you don't have a butthole. No, I don't even drink alcohol, Emin. I'm high off life. Yeah, Teaspoon knows what I'm gonna say. You're in my brain. Geese are evil. I visited Malaysia. There were some wild geese. If you were riding your bicycle, they'd pull you off. Whoa. Whoa. Crazy. Yeah, I'm very high on life. Listen, it's so possible to be high on life. Wait, was it Stig who was telling me about that? Stig's been high on life. He can attest to it. It's not just me. Hi, Primo. Yeah, self-reflection is so important. It's just like, really, it's the only thing that fucking matters, honestly, is self-awareness, because your self-awareness is literally creating your entire reality. So the quicker that you can see all of the sunglasses you're wearing, that's like changing the way you perceive the world, and you can begin taking them off and trying new ones on, like the better. Like, we need to become more self-aware as an entire system. Like, it's so important. I love butt plugs, and they're fun in games till someone farts and shoots the cat. Okay, I've never done this, but I mean, I might add this on my bucket list now. Hi, Nat Man. Swans are meaner than geese. I got attacked by a swan before. I've heard that too. And they're bigger. I know also Canadian geese are pretty mean. They attack animals and people all the time. So funny. Yeah, but like, I don't know, just being like, just fucking understanding ourselves. It's just it. B River, thank you so much for subbing. I am worthy of the prime sub. Thank you. What other live are you on? Oh, hi, Mr. Available. I'm literally on all lives, so you can come wherever you want. But honestly, the probably best experience is on YouTube or Twitch. Kitty Plays, I would say. I would have subbed, but I'm broke. That's okay. And don't speak that you're not broke. You're not broke. What's a better way of putting that? You are in the process of earning more abundance. Okay? You're in the process of earning more abundance right now. Frack. And you know, part of the way of doing that is giving abundance to others. Okay? And I'm not saying that for you to sub to me, but like, when you're living in your life and you find ways to give to other people, small things, you know, like give things, give what you want to receive. Like so often, like I know that's like a Bible verse or whatever, but like so often we don't realize that like we are perpetuating it through holding that scarcity, whether it's love, money, time, attention, etc. It's very important. Hi, Buck Nasty. You think being Canadian would be nice? I am very nice. You have properties? You have other priorities right now? You have other priorities right now. Then what? Then what? Temporarily embarrassed millionaire. It's not possible for me to get embarrassed. You haven't got space in your budget for extras. I love that. I haven't got space in your budget. That's one of the things that I've also been saying is like, when I'm like, oh, I can't afford that. It's like, no, I can afford that. I'm just choosing not to buy that right now. I'm like, I could spend all of my wealth and buy that right now, but I'm choosing not to buy it right now. My bank account is like my butt plug. It keeps falling out. You know what, Playtana? You know, maybe the energy leak was you not having the right fitting butt plug, and when you solve that and you have the right fitting butt plug, it's gonna heal all of the other stuff in your life. Can you imagine? Oh, if that fucking happened, that would just make living so much better. We are definitely in a simulation. Please heal your finances through butt plugs. Thank you. Even free things like compliments or smiling at strangers. Yeah, it's so important. No, my boobs are not real, but literally every single girl and guy I know would try and fight me on it. They look so real, but they're not. But they're like 10-year-old fake titties. And I had a big boob to begin with. Hi Marty, how are you? I'm new to being self-employed. I'm in the process of building your financial abundance. Yeah, hell yeah, you're gonna figure it out. Oh, what's a nicer way to say that you're broke? Oh, the priorities. Yeah, I like that. I can, it's just overpriced. Yeah, you guys got some fucking good ass ideas. I like it. Picasso. Okay, thanks, Dan. The right butt plug fixes it all. I mean, there has to be a metaphor there. Like, the butt plug keeps falling out. Do I get a stronger butthole? Do I use less lube? Or do I change the butt plug, you know? It's just really interesting. They look natural. Yeah, I know. Old implants. Get a bigger butt plug. Oh my god, it's a bindi, Sophie. Oops. It's a bindi. In Hindu culture, they use it as a sign to ward off bad luck, but I also like it as drawing energy and attention to my third eye, and I just envision my clarity of the situations to be beyond my two eyes, but also incorporating my third eye, which is like the power to see beyond things. Inflatable? There's inflatable plugs. Xaviantus. How do I say your name? Thank you so much for 2 months subbed. I've done a few moonwalks today. You just missed them. Gives new meaning to tighter budget. I've been what's it called? Having a few meetings with my financial advisor, and it's been really interesting because she I keep trying to like flex. I keep trying to flex on her, being like, yo, but like I'm making all this money now. Look at all my money. And she's like, yeah. I was like, why doesn't she care about how much money I'm making? And she keeps making all these reports. She doesn't even ask me about how much money I'm making. She's my financial advisor. And she's like, Kristen, I don't give a fuck how much money you're making. Literally said this. I don't give a fuck how much money you're making. All I care about is how much you're saving. And I was just like, why the fuck have I been so concerned on how much fucking money I've been making? Which is important too. It's important to increase your earning potential, but also simultaneously saving money. And then I looked at all my bills, and then I thought about the past few years of my life since I've been earning the money, and I was like, I'm a bougie bitch. I'm a bougie fucking bitch. I love my Wagyu. And I love going to the spa, and I love driving a fast car and living in a nice house and da-da-da-da-da. Fuck! I've been thinking about it a lot. And then she did all these graphs and shit for me. Well, Kristen, if you were saving X amount, or if you're saving Y amount, and if you were doing this and that, and I was just like, I could have been doing this the whole fucking time. I used to do it when I first started streaming, like the first like 4 years. I would have an automatic transfer that would like take out X amount from my accounts and put it into a savings account, which would then get put into like mutual fund, an index, and then another account for what's it called? Property. And so it would automatically go out. And then when I've changed banks 4 years ago to an American bank, I stopped doing that. And I think I really need to go back to doing that, because when that automatically is coming out of your income, you don't perceive that you have as much, and so you don't spend as much. And I think that's so important. So yeah, until you're 20 million net worth. I mean, that's my goal right now, 20 million net worth. I'm gonna drink alcohol again when I reach $20 million. Not like heavily, I'll never go back to how I used to drink, but you have to get better at this too. It's so important. Like, financial health is like a form of like self-care, the way that like I could not have realized. What kind of plant? I have no idea what these two are. I have no idea, actually. I could take a photo on my iPhone and tell you, but my iPhone is currently streaming to TikTok. What's the point of money unless you use them at least a fair amount of it for pleasure? I totally agree, Verity. I find this so important, but like I have to reevaluate certain aspects of my spending because I do want to set myself up well. So like but like I can make plans for that. So it's like, I love traveling every single month. Okay, how much money do I need to travel every single month? Great. I love going out for dinner at least once a week. Great. How much money do I need to set aside for that? And so it's like going through these things and setting that. And then like, what is actually important that I'm wanting to spend my money? What is bringing me the most pleasure? I love going to the spa once every 3 weeks. I love XYZ. All my money goes to my dungeon playroom. Oh my God, I've been working on my playroom lately. It's so fun. I'll have to show you guys on our TikTok stream sometime. But what's it called? Doing all these things has been really helpful. So I can simultaneously live well and enjoy a lot, but also be setting myself better. Because I used to just think that I didn't need to set up myself as much because I made so much. But if I'm spending so much, like I still have a lot saved, don't get me wrong. And I own a house. But like, I want to buy another house. I want to buy a house a year. Why the fuck am I going out and eating Wagyu every fucking day when I could be buying a house a year? And contributing to the housing crisis. Yeah, I'm not sure I love real estate anymore, but I just love real estate. I'm my own sugar mama. Yeah, that's like, oh my God. Right now, my main source of income is Fan House and Fansleeve. And then the second is sponsorships. Third is housing income. Fourth is ad revenue. Fifth is true, Dan. Very true. Could still dip into only. You're right. I could still expand into OnlyFans. But I suggest Fan House over OnlyFans. I suggest it over OnlyFans in the sense, if you're doing safer work content, 100% do it on Fan House because there's an app. You can link it on Instagram and TikTok and not get in shit. But if you're gonna do NSFW content, I would suggest doing both Fansly and OnlyFans. Yeah. It's like OnlyFans. Fansly actually is a lot like OnlyFans. You can do nude content on it. But I just don't do nude content. I don't want to. I don't want my nudes on the internet, but I love doing sexy, fun content. And there's a lot of that on my Fan House. I release sets 3 times a week and photos every single day. So there's a lot. Oops, I have to respond to this since I opened it. I love it. I love it. But here's the thing. One of the things that I've realized is I don't have to be absolutely passionate about what I'm doing for income. And this has saved me. For everyone out there that also has ADHD, hi, welcome to the stream. I used to get so fucking frustrated because I would mix my identity in so deeply with my job and my occupation. I would take all of my life force energy. I know, Mr. Ness, I've heard that too. I would take all my life force energy and I would channel it into what I was doing for work and how I was earning an income. But when my hyperfixation would shift and I wouldn't be as interested in it, my whole life is bound in that thing. And my identity is bound in it, and my income is bound in it, my safety and security is bound in it. So then when I would shift into being interested in different things, it would just fuck me. Like I would just be like, what the fuck? Thank God I was earning enough income that during those phases I could not work and travel and refigure things out, go back to the drawing board, heal, recharge, heal my burnout, whatever it was. But now I've realized that like I just need to pick something that I like pretty good. Like I love taking selfies, I love dressing up, I love putting outfits together, I love DMing you guys. But do I love the fact that I'm selling photos, like sexy photos and videos? No. I mean, I'm a smart woman. I'm an intelligent woman. I have many skills. So the smart thing is for me to do this because the income is so high for the amount of work. But like, because I have this now, I've already experienced in the last 6 months, the first 3 months, I was hyper fixated on Fanhouse and Fansly, which was so good. Like I just learned the whole thing. I figured it out. Now I actually am advising other people on how to earn income on it, and I'm advising other companies who are building other products that are similar but different. And so like that's helped me over here. That's changed something. So it was good that I fixated on that, but then I lost my fixation on Fanhouse and Fansly the last 3 months. But I set up systems that keep it going where right now I only have to work 2 days a month to order all the outfits, shoot all the outfits, and then I have content for a month. And then I'm getting paid every day, which is nice too. And so now that goes on so that even though I'm in like another limbo, like ADHD burnout state right now, I can still know that I'm earning income. And so I feel much more comfortable exploring and playing than I did when I wasn't. Does that make sense? And so like understanding that like you don't have to love and make your life about the way that you stack fiat. We have to be part of this society, and part of being part of this society is making an income. And it sucks a lot of the time for most people. So finding something that you enjoy, that you don't hate, that doesn't require too much energy, that is consistent, that you can batch create content for, this is important, and earn an income from is really, really helpful. That has been like the biggest thing I've figured out in the last few months in relationship to my ADHD. So it's been good. Have I ever thought about being a brand partner for a company you would be proud to support? Yeah, I've been a brand partner for many companies. A lot over the years. It's been great. What do you want to do once you put together enough cash to move on? For conjecture, broke is tough and unhealthy, but having money is downright dangerous. Yeah, true. What do I want to do once I put together enough cash? I mean, continue to do what I'm doing now. I don't think very much would change. I receive so much joy from just having open discussions with you guys and streaming and creating content. I think I would do more like in-person stuff. And lead more like events and things like that. I would travel all the time. I mean, I already do that. I literally already live my dream life. So I need to just be really grateful for that. Hi, Emily. I'm so good. I drive a fast car. I live in a nice house. I've got incredible loving animals, a great partner. I'm healthy now. I took control of my health back the last few months. I think the thing that I'm working on now is like my social group. So I'm expanding my friends in Miami, and I wanna build a tribe of people around the world that like have similar principles for life and are open-minded and have kind of cracked a code to some degree, success-wise, that allows them to have more mental freedom and openness. So that's important for me. Yeah. And then I want to like I would love to build like wellness centers around the world and support a lot of the psychedelic assisted therapy. I think I would get invested in that and start building centers related to that. Hi, Stacy. We're on YouTube. I'm on everything right now. So you pick your thing. How do you crack the code for being successful? It's different for everybody. It's different for everybody. And I think it's a combination of finding doing a self-audit and finding out what your interests are, what you're passionate about, what you're excited by Mr. Ness, and then creating some sort of what's it called, plan around that. I did go to Istanbul. I love Istanbul. It's one of my favorite cities in the world. I want to go to Istanbul tomorrow. And then pursuing that. Yeah. I mean, success is defined differently for everyone, but like, I think it's so important that like you do a self-audit and you're like, you identify the things that like light you up and the things that don't, etc. And then pursue that. Your clinical assistant at psychedelic assisted therapy wellness retreat. Yes, Emily, that's so fucking cool. I love that. Which psychedelic do you use? Is it ketamine or Aya? My coach is the largest educator in Canada for our flagship, if you're interested. What's your flagship? What's my definition of healthy? That's a good question. I'm gonna be doing an offering at one of my friends' retreat, and she's like, do you want to lead this ceremony? Do you want to do a breath work? Do you want to do a guided hike? And then I came to the understanding when I was on an acid trip on Saturday that I want to do a discussion where we're gonna discuss, like, I want to lead the discussion where I present a topic, and then I want to have that topic like have the group, I think there's about 22 people, converse with me, and I'll moderate it and guide it. But the topic that I wanted to talk, Stacy found me on Twitch. How are you? Yeah, you like Twitch better? I do too. Twitch still has the better UI over YouTube. I'm impressed you found me on YouTube though. And so I think that what's it called? Taking it to politics. I would not want to join politics in the way that it is now, in its current form. Maybe in its like next evolved form, I'd be interested, but in the current form, no. But I want to do a discussion. That's so cool, Stacy. Go YouTube. I want to do a discussion around what is your medicine. Okay, that's my working title, and maybe you guys can help me with it. But it's around this understanding that we are inundated with be healthy, okay? And being healthy, I think one is part of a caste system, the way that the wealthy identify them as separate than the not wealthy. Also, there is constantly a new supplement, a new workout class, a new scientific study, a new blah 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 blah, a new psychedelic experience, a new breath. A new type of therapy. There's so many different types of modalities for healing and wellness. And so it's being able to identify and filter what actually is your medicine and is healing and helping you, and what is just fucking fluff or not in alignment with you. And I think it's different for everybody. So I want to have a discussion on like what has been medicine for you, what has helped you to be healthy, like what can you take and what are you leaving, and how do you discern between the two. So I'd be really interested if there's anyone in chat that has like a comment or can help guide that topic with me, because I just think it's so pertinent, because we can't get lost in the sauce. And I think like healthy culture really just like takes us and like pulls us the fuck out of what's important. And so it's so important for us to be like, wait a second, okay, vitamin C, important, getting my daily sunshine, important, sleep, important, being able to express myself fully, important. But like, do I need all this other fucking shit? Do I need the ALA, alpha lipoic acid, and the berberine? And do I need to get my glucose monitor to check my fucking, if I'm insulin resistant and you know, like there's just so much shit. And I think, yeah, we can get lost in the sauce. I put it, neighbors dating each other. I think that's cute. Medicine, hiking mountains. Yes, Gan, I agree. Nature is totally medicine. Your medicine is journaling, meditating, spending time outside in the sun, affirmations. Fuck yes. Our flagship is medicinally used for thousands of years. We've just modernized it. This conversation is bang on to what I'm all about. Yeah. Yeah. Holistic wellness is your medicine. Clean air, clean water, clean food, clean mind, clean spirit. Yeah. I mean, it can be simple. And I think it should be simple. I think in a lot of ways we're overcomplicating it. And we just need to be careful in how we're doing that. And I think another part that people don't talk about enough is community. How important our relationships to ourselves, our family, our friends, our neighborhood, etc. So like in what ways can we strengthen that too? Psilocybin and cannabis, that's so cool, Emily. I fucking love that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. I'm just so happy that we're beginning to figure out how to relieve human suffering. Aho. Or Chitoma, the burning man is my therapy. I mean, you're probably fucking right. That is definitely a type of therapy. Sexuality, like sexual healing is so important. Like I've had orgasms, and I think I've talked about this on stream, where I'm literally, my body is shaking, my eyes are crying. I feel like there's just layers and layers being stripped away from my like personality that aren't serving me, and I'm like overwhelmed by like the deep support we have from all of fucking creation and existence. Like if we knew how supported and how loved we are by creation, we would not worry or have fear for like a single fucking second. Like nature and eating different foods important. Yeah, I think like, yeah, eating different food is important, but just like making sure it's like good for you, right? So like one person doing a keto is different from one person doing like a primal diet, which is different from one person doing whatever. One of the things that's been helping me a lot with my food has been eating how my ancestors have eaten. So in the sense like I am like Icelandic and Eastern European, so like I haven't been eating any gluten. I love making stews, like bone broth, root vegetables like carrots, potatoes, onions, and then some meat and some fish. And like when I'm eating, the way that like my lineage has developed over thousands of years to eat, like I have no bloating, I have so much energy, so much mental clarity, and that's made a really big difference for me. But it's like there's so much food, we can eat anything. It's crazy. This neighbor's mom's trying to put me on with her daughter, and I don't want to shoot my shot because it sounds like the mom's forcing it and the girl doesn't seem interested. Yeah, I mean, just keep it casual. Love eating toast, there's no rush. And like, just enjoy her presence. Potatoes have gluten. I think in a different way. I've been fine eating potatoes. I think it's like whether or not it's gluten as much as it's wheat. Just because we spray our wheat so much, but I've been fine eating potatoes. So I think I'm probably actually more allergic to our genetically modified cloned wheat that's sprayed with Roundup more than the gluten molecule itself. Potatoes don't contain gluten. Yeah. They are gluten-free. I love potatoes. Almaden? What language is that? Almaden. Spanish? Starch. Yeah, I'm okay with starch. Starch. I've been all raw vegan, frugivore. Flagship's past to help me make the switch. Nice. I mean, no, but like, it's like the energy in which you consume the food that's important, right? And so like if you're eating it and you're having shame and like all these emotions that create density in your body, then that's an issue. Just eat it and enjoy. Hi Yuri, how are you? Yeah, but like there's no rush, just take it slow. Enjoy her presence. Okay guys, what a fucking fun stream. I am so blessed to have this community. Thank you guys so much for coming out to my channel today. I am sending you so much love. If you enjoyed the stream, don't forget to spank that follow button. Don't forget to subscribe. If you are on YouTube, check out my other platforms. I have a Twitter, Kitty Plays, an Instagram, Kitty Plays, all the different things. Go and support me on there. Make sure you're interacting and engaging. It helps me a lot. And I'll be back live on all streaming platforms. Maybe not tomorrow because I'm going out late tonight, but definitely Monday. So I will see you guys there. Remember the butt plug. I will never forget the butt plug. Thank you, Sig. Thank you guys so much for coming out here. No, but God, you're watching me play now. I play with my words. I play with my hand symbols. I play with my intonation on my voice. I play with the content I stream. I play in life. Okay, you don't need to just play in video games. And I'm probably going to be playing Valorant now too, so I should probably stream Valorant more often. But then I can just stream it on Twitch, so I don't know about that. Okay, I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. And I just want everyone, we're going to take one deep breath together, in through the nose and out through the mouth. You can let it out a sigh, do a little shake. Give yourself a hug and just feel gratitude for yourself for being here today. You are exactly where you intended to be right now in this moment, and just feel the pleasure in the perfection of now. Sending you guys so much love. I will be back later. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
I was in a Uber, but the Uber driver was playing some incredible music. It sparked my interest. It was something new. And I asked him, like, who is this? And I'm like, educate me, play me more. And so instead of dropping me off at where I needed to go, I was like, let's keep driving.